I'm the scat man. I'm the scat man. It's not Avicii's levels, but it's Friday, bud. That's how things go. Welcome to NHL Puck Props presented by Sports Interaction. Sports Interaction has you covered for all these picks. Download the app. Carlo Colaiacovo. Who's like, this is just getting silly. Have you seen hockey like this? Like four road games that they're making the fans boo them, that they're emptying the arena. Like, this is my tweet this morning was, this is like Genghis Khan stuff where they're just going wherever they want and like doing whatever they want in the other barn. And this is getting bad.
It's Demolition Man.
It's silly.
It is. They're just like juggernauting their way through arenas and through teams and through players. If you have an appreciation for like compete and like a rugged style of hockey, you've got to appreciate everything that the Florida Panthers represent right now.
Is Sam Bennett getting $10 million?
Probably.
That's crazy, bro.
Probably. I mean, if you want him that bad.
Right? I believe that. He either stays and he doesn't get $10 million or he goes and gets $10 million.
Yeah. I mean, $10 million in Toronto is like, what, $8 million in Florida?
Yeah.
So what would you choose?
More money.
But it's the same money, though, when you at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. If it's 51 points and $10 million is crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
But
I don't know.
Look what he's doing in the playoffs.
It's that line. That line didn't get going the entire Toronto series, basically. And now that line's going, you're just like, oh, my goodness. The Barkov line's not even going. That, like, if the team could be better, that's what I'm saying. Mikey Glove saves. Yes, we do have a meeting before the show. Where we have to remind each other not to read anything that you put in the chat out loud because sponsorship would be gone.
So Avi Lehner says, do the Panthers remind you of any team when you played? Yes. The LA Kings in 2011, 2012, when they win their first cup.
Justin Williams?
Is that was the year they were the number 8 seed. I think it was 2011, 2012. And they steamrolled through everybody. I think they lost 2 games all playoffs.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy moly.
They lost the 1 game in the first round. They swept us in the second round. They swept who they play in this quarters. They swept Chicago, I believe. And then they lost 1 game to New Jersey.
Let's see. They had 3 coaches? They changed coaches in the middle of the year?
I don't think so.
That's 2011, 2012.
So 2012, the first time they won the Stanley Cup. First year they won the Stanley Cup.
Yes, correct. Dustin Brown was the captain. Terry Murray, John Stevens, and Daryl Sutter. They have all as coaches.
Yeah, Daryl Sutter was the coach.
Let's take a look down that beautiful lineup. Jonathan Bernier.
Go to the playoffs.
Jonathan Bernier, Dustin Brown, Jeff Carter, Kyle Clifford, Drew Doughty, Simone Gagne was on that lineup. Young Jack Johnson, that would have been. Obviously, Anze Kopitar's there. Alec Martinez on the blue line. Dustin Penner. Mike Richards and Jeff Carter, I don't think ever got enough respect for like how good of their career they had. Andy Francis says swept Arizona, lost 2 to Devils.
Yes, swept Arizona, lost 2 to the Devils. So they lost 3 games all playoffs.
Dirty.
Yeah, Jonathan Quick was their goalie.
Jarrett Stoll was a dirty little center too to face. Yeah. And Justin Williams.
Well, they had
what? I'm trying to say who on that lineup you retrieving pucks. Like who did you have to know you were retrieving a puck against in that lineup?
Well, was that the year with was it Penner? Dustin Penner was on that?
Yeah, Dustin Penner's there. Yeah.
Dustin Penner and Brandon
6'4",
Nolan?
6'4", 245. They have him listed
Yeah.
as.
Did they have Brandon Nolan on that team too?
Jordan Nolan?
Jordan Nolan, yeah.
6'3", 220.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys were their third and fourth line guys. They would absolutely steamroll you. Then Mike Richards, Jeff Carter,
Yeah.
Jared Stoll. You said his name.
Yeah.
Matt
Good lineup.
Green.
Now
Willie Mitchell.
Alec Martinez. It's but what we're seeing with Florida is insane. So right now they're plus 125 to win the cup. And you're like, wow, that's insane. No, because they'll probably be minus 150 on the road versus Edmonton or Dallas. Edmonton will probably be 10 points shorter. Dallas will be 10 points longer. I just think there's still a spot to buy Florida right now at plus 125. They're going to win this series.
Yeah,
like that's what I mean. Like they're going to win this series. They're going to open that 150.
Yeah.
I know it sounds like a small number, but I don't know. Give me. I didn't like the shutout because I don't have any shares of Bob Conn Smythe. I do have some Bennett Conn Smythe, so I do need some Bob blow up games. But
Bennett Conn Smythe.
I know, but he's got to beat out Bob, which the shutout didn't help at all. But yeah, any chance for the Canes? Any?
No.
Like to win a game?
How absurd is that record? They have lost
0-10 under Brindamore.
14 straight Eastern Conference Finals games. Like if they get swept again, there should be a league rule that they're never allowed to play in the Eastern Conference Final again. Like that's just flat out embarrassing.
Just blow up the divisions.
Well, that too. Like so
we get Tampa Bay, Florida out of the Atlantic.
So here's the thing. So I've been bringing a lot of attention to the playoff format a lot recently and a lot over the last couple of years. And people always think that I'm sharing a homer take. This has nothing to do. What I'm saying about the playoff format has nothing to do with the Maple Leafs. Okay? It has everything to do with watching the best teams play further into the playoffs. I don't like seeing the same matchups every year in the first round. I like the idea of fresh, new, exciting. That's what gets the fans exciting, is the idea of playing somebody new and the idea of maybe you beat this team this year instead of the same team last year.
8-1 versus upsets. I love that, right? Like yes. 8 upsetting 1. That's exciting.
Okay, but here's the other thing. You avoid this matchup right here. This matchup, Carolina, Florida, would have been a first-round playoff matchup in a 1-8 format seeding. Okay? Not an Eastern Conference Final because the Metro Division this year was so weak. So that's what you're going to have. Anytime you have a weak division in hockey, you're going to have a weak representative in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I want to clip that because I think you said weak representative. I think you doubled up.
Sure.
That's Friday. Friday, guy's been on the air for 20 hours.
That's my whole issue with the playoff format is if somehow you run into a weak division in hockey, which is what the Metro was this year, this is what you're going to get in the Eastern Conference Final. Nobody cares about it now.
Metro's not getting any better either.
It wasn't a great matchup to begin with, Florida and Carolina, when it comes to TV ratings, unless you're a fan of the team. And now you're going to have a 4-game sweep. How is that good for business?
Metro, where Saturday gets the afternoon game every time. Carolina versus New Jersey.
So that's my beef with the playoff format. It sucks. It's horrible. You don't allow the best teams record-wise to play in the Eastern Conference Finals. You don't. You're limiting them in the first 2 rounds. Especially a team like the Atlantic Division. Look at the Atlantic Division. Florida's going to get to the finals. It's going to be 6 straight years that Florida or Tampa has represented the Eastern Conference in the Stanley Cup Final. That's a juggernaut of division.
Plus Boston, right?
Plus Boston in the other year.
Yeah.
So, what are we doing here? Huh?
Where's Toronto? I don't know. I think
Toronto
funniest
wants
part
to blow everything up.
the funniest part in all the group chats now is like, see, Toronto's not that bad, right?
Oh yeah.
Toronto's not that bad. No, it doesn't matter.
Maybe they shouldn't blow it up. Is what everyone's saying.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe they should have done something better. But that was the thing. Toronto fans knew that if they got to the conference finals versus Carolina, that they'd be favored.
Yeah.
Deservedly so.
Yeah.
Anyway. Florida's an absolute wagon. Somehow didn't hit the over, but the Rodriguez read was right. The assists, the 2 assists, the 2 points all hit. Sometimes you don't have to play my plays. Just listen to what we're talking about. As Andy Francis says, sniff your own way. Or what's that? or was that why can't I think? Rumors. Oh. Come on, Josh, put it together. Huh?
Let's get to the plays.
Oh, you stop it. Don't you push me on a Friday. I got to go to a baseball tournament today. Woohoo.
That's fun.
Kids stuff is dumb. I got to be at the park at 3:00.
That's fun. No baseball tournament?
Yeah, it's fun, but you got to be there at 3:00. Like, kids sports doesn't ever incorporate what the parents do for work. Let's
true.
Be on.
That's true.
Yes, and Bettman hates the fans. I agree. Let's go. Dallas, Winnipeg. Oh, Dallas, Winnipeg. You're such an idiot, Josh. Just read what's in front of you. Edmonton at Dallas. We're seeing what you see now in the price corrections because Dallas closed at -125 in game 1. When you win the game, you lose 10 points basically on the next game because the books say you're probably not going to win 2 games in a row.
True.
That's what's being priced in. That's where you're seeing this. But honestly, Edmonton was a better team that faltered with 3 straight power play goals. It was the first 40 minutes were awesome. They played great hockey. Stuart Skinner, hopefully the all or nothing man. That stat of his save percentage is the funniest thing. I was talking about he has the widest range of outcomes that exists. Yes, he does. It's shutout or nothing for him. But that can't be normal going forward. But I do like Edmonton. So let's get to some plays here. I got it in the banners. I got Graham for a point of +120. Go get him for an assist. It's almost the same thing as the Rodriguez situation. Top line PP2. I think they're overvaluing power play 1 too much because as we saw with that power play in the third period, this power play second unit can score. They got Heiskanen or Harley that are rotating between 1 and 2. It's both units are fantastic right now, and they're getting scoring from that second unit. So anything Granlund for a point, love it. Nugie Hopkins, I'll take for an assist here at +150, PP1, line 1. I just think that Connor has to do something here, and he's just riding shotgun. Got the point, obviously, in the first game. I like him better than Hyman, who isn't there. And then the third one here, Edmonton moneyline, Perry, no points. Looking for a little negative correlation. Please get Corey Perry off the top power play unit. Bring in Zach Hyman. It's not working. I think there could be a change there going today, and I think you get the Edmonton moneyline from -105 to +220. Do you see this game, Carlo, going more like the first 40 minutes, or do you see continuous? I mean, the penalties were well-deserved. They're stick penalties. Or do you see Dallas kind of coming through and maybe another Stuart Skinner flop?
Well, that was a complete unraveling by the Edmonton Oilers, something we haven't seen from them going back to game 1 and game 2 of the LA series. So I would probably expect that you're going to see more of the Edmonton in the first 40 minutes of this game than you are in the last 20. And call it how it is. I mean, Dallas, that's what, the third or fourth time they've done that in the playoffs where they've had a big third period comeback lead. It's not something you're used to seeing on a regular basis in the playoffs. This is a game where you expect a response from Edmonton, considering they let one get away. But this is also a game from Dallas where it's like, okay, maybe we didn't deserve to win one, but we did. And let's try to get the second one. We're still at home. And so, but I would expect to see more of a game that we saw in the first 40 minutes than we saw in the last 20. If Leon Draisaitl is calling out the maturity of this team, hard to think that the immaturity is going to carry over into this game.
Weird how people say things like that and actually people listen to it, right? It's refreshing. It's not just, oh, that was a bad game. We're going to forget about it and move on. No, call out your teammates. And Draisaitl deserves a little bit of blame on that second breakaway goal too. He was getting a little lackadaisical, as I said yesterday, with the puck. But I do think you'll see the big dogs play tonight. Someone's Nick Perez in the chat saying, y'all keep saying Edmonton won 40 minutes, but Dallas won despite that. You don't think Dallas takes that and plays a better game at home? I don't think they overcame much. I think they got opportunities, and who scores in 3 straight power play opportunities? That's insane.
Yeah. Let alone one when you get it, but then you take 2 more and you get scored on the next 2 as well.
Good teams find ways to win when they still playing bad. I don't know if I believe that. I've seen a lot of bad hockey where it's like you have no effing chance to win this game.
Yeah.
And that's where we were for the 40 minutes. I think Edmonton walked in there, played a good run. I don't see Edmonton. I mean, Edmonton was on an absolute heater, playing some of the best hockey. They might get Ekholm back. Not sure. We'll wait to see what it is. I wouldn't be jumping on any Ekholm props because he won't be up there playing Eddie PP1, obviously. But just his return to it. What does that do in the locker room when you get someone like that in the middle of a battle? You already got 8 wins so far in the playoffs. You're down 1-0 in the series, and then all of a sudden the Viking shows up in the locker room. Like, how's that fire up the boys?
Well, it fires up the boys solely just because he's one of their best players, right? You've managed to get to this point without him, and then when you feel like you're getting him back, you feel like it's going to add an extra boost. But what you have to be careful for at this time of year is, and we've seen many instances of it, where you add a significant player to your lineup, and it almost feels like players that have been elevating their game because he's been out, sort of fall back to a little bit playing more comfortable because they're like, oh, I don't have to be at the top of my game because this guy's going to come in and take my ice time, and this guy's going to come in and, fill the void a little bit. And it's sort of, it creates sort of a settling feeling to the group that you don't really want. So there's that balance that you have to try to navigate through. Be a spark and continue moving forward, or be a spark and just settle down too much, get too comfortable.
Yeah. To insight there. No, that's the Edmonton money line with the Perry assist. If the Perry gets knocked off power play 1, that's an absolute amazing play. And I think the Perry under in Andy Francis betting fashion, just add to other plays. I think that's a good spot. Now, before we go, I obviously just want to take a quick look at the Conn Smythe because I think we're running out of time here. I think this is kind of the last day heading into it. Mikko Rantanen plus 350, Bob 360, McDavid 500, Ottinger 850, Barkov 1100, and Draisaitl 1400. Anything there stand out to you? And Sam Bennett now 21. Yeah.
Well, Bennett for sure. I mean, he might lead the playoffs in goals at the pace that he's going right now. I think you got to go Rantanen and Bennett. Like, what's Rantanen's price?
350.
I mean, who else on Dallas would get it? Ottinger?
I think it's only Ottinger. He's keeping the minute, yeah. Hey, I think I spent $30 on Granlund yesterday at like 250 to 1. The guys, I don't think his numbers are that much different than Rantanen. I mean, Rantanen's still at 19, but I think you're running out of time. I don't think you should be buying when you get to the Stanley Cup Finals. I don't think it's time to buy Conn Smythe odds. I think it's time to buy hand off the cup odds. That's it. That's the next.
You love those, eh?
It's
okay. So if Florida wins the cup again, who are they handing it off to this time?
Oh, I got to do some research on it. Who got it last year? Ekblad?
No. It was because it was Bob, wasn't it?
Someone will know in the chat. I think Andy Francis is still pissed off about it. I think he had it locked. I think I had it locked too. I think they gave it to the wrong guy.
Well, because you were on Ekblad, because he was the longest serving Panther there, right?
Yes, that's what I was. I was on the Ekblad situation.
Yeah, and I think Bobrovsky got it.
Oh, I think I got double D kick there because I had Bob for Conn Smythe and he lost that, and then I lost the handoff. Marchand, do you think Marchand would get first handoff?
No, he's won a cup already.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Who would get it? Maybe Seth Jones?
Kachuk?
Seth Jones?
Interesting. Well, we'll
They
save that.
usually try to find the guys that haven't won it first. Or the guys that have been in the league a long time and then get a chance to win it.
I mean, that's why Colaiacovo was the betting favorite for the majority.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it was him. Was it him?
No, I don't even think he started the game. He was a healthy scratch half the series.
Oh.
Florida fan here says Bennett.
Why? Because it'll probably be his last game.
Please stay, Sam.
See, Barkov handed it to Bob last year, Yahtzee says.
Yeah, double D kick.
Thomas
Nosek. Yeah. Definitely not Seth Jones. But look at it. It's driving conversation already. I love the handoff situation. Andy Francis, Bob. All right, let's go. Friday. I got some things to do. I got to sneak out. All
right, buddy. You enjoy your weekend. Good luck in your tournament.
Leaside. Got to face Leaside.
Love it. Leaside Flames.
I don't know what they are. Baseball names are less aggressive, right? Baseball names are like the Leaside Cubs. Yeah.
Is this the team with Hudson
Stevens?
On it?
Yeah.
It is?
Oh yeah.
Where are you guys playing?
Cambridge.
Oh, you're up there. Okay.
Cambridge Classic. Let's see. Let's hope we get nice, warm, sunny, not rainy conditions that won't exist at all this weekend.
Because I was just before I came on the show, I was scrolling through social media.
Oh, we have a great presence.
And where is it? Corbett Cubs Classic.
That's it. Yeah, that's the tournament. That's where
Hudson
we go
right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Boom. Let's go. Yeah. Andy Francis says Mikola gets it.
Mikola.
I'll probably have money on every player on Florida to get it, except Bob. Oh, Bob's gonna win everything. I'm gonna lose my shirt again. Woo, awesome. I love it. Let's go. NHL Puck Props presented by Sports Interaction. Sports Interaction has you covered for all these bets. Download the app. Josh Ingles, Carlo Colaiacovo. Friday in the books. Let's have a weekend. Florida just gauntlet. Look out for anybody plus 125. Still a viable price. We'll see you back here Monday, 10. Later, guys. Appreciate it.